Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WSPL now in the upper bracket stage. So, who am I? Who is with me here today? Can I know? Can I know?
Hello. Yes,
Hello?
just a long hello.
Hello? Just a hello, yeah?
Okay.
Just a hello.
All right. Okay, Sir A here. How are you? Dango Mango.
I'm fine, and I forgot to write the
Yes.
team name. As usual, this is what happens to me. So yeah, so we are going to just ignore the timer in the middle, yeah, because me being very funny as usual. So yeah, do say hi to everyone, please. I'm rushing something now, as usual. So yeah, what's happening here, Mister Sir A?
Okay, okay, all right. Okay, it's good to know. Glad to have everyone with us. I see a lot of people joining in together with us to really watch this awesome two teams between Kingsman and Team Blank. So that is actually Team Wolfgang Legion. All right. So please, if you have the time, please like our live, as well as please share it, repost it anyway where you like. Please help us to promote so that we can increase and enhance our visibility, so that we can grow our industry to be more and more accepted in Malaysia, especially because definitely looking forward to maybe have Riot in a little bit kind of supportive of our country, and then that is in a very specific, but generally in our region especially, so we can finally see two champions already picked from both side of the team. It's none other than the Singe and as well as the Lucian,
Dude, I'm telling you,
and
uh, I
directly,
I am
yep.
struggling to keep up with them. They are picking way too damn fast. dude,
They
dude,
want to play me.
yeah, they
they,
want
they
to.
really want to play.
Dude,
I
come on,
see that's an Atrox.
take a breather, take a breather. I really need to chase up with you. I can't even find Viego for some reason. Viego is gone.
Viego.
I have a bug here. Viego is there you go. I found Viego. Viego is their third band, yeah. So yeah, I have no idea why is it bugging like this, but yeah, it's just straight up very funny now. So yeah, the last pick for the Kingsman side would be a Jenna. So yeah, whoever doesn't know, this is me picking one by one. So yeah, it's a very annoying thing to do right now, and yeah, it's okay. Just leave it there.
uh But
So
yeah,
mm,
these two teams are actually picking really fast. I guess they are. This is what we call as you are going for your comfort and plan picks. You are going to play with your so-called planned strategy, not really exactly adapting to the enemies or your opponents play style or strategy, but basically you're just going to say that hey, we're putting our cards and we are showing our decks over here, and then let's see, put them head to head, and then who has the better uh, implementation and execution in terms of their strategy. But looking at this particular picks as of now, as usual, I am very keen towards Atrox pick, but
really,
we do have yeah,
you love
like
Aatrox?
this yeah, this champion is still as broken as ever, and I'm not saying that it's broken or OP in a certain meta, but even in if you can see that a meta of a lot of tournaments and competitions out there, they definitely love to have Atrox ban because it's such an easy champion. But at the same time, being easy doesn't mean that it is not scale well, and it is not really. It doesn't really have a hard counter as well. So
Yep, yep.
it's like you go for these certain norms or certain kind of a very comfort and wind based condition peak, and then you can actually rely on it. You can actually just skip it as well. But as an opponent towards the Atrox champion, you will see that this is the champion that can steamroll you, and then maybe distract you a lot from focusing on other champions, while other champions is scaling fast. So yeah, it's that's me on my own personal opinion. But this is a very weird uh, combination over here. Just
Yep, yep. I think the
in
the
some.
the Aatrox is definitely gonna go to the what you call it, the jungle, because we're not gonna see a Singe mid here. So it's not
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see how it goes. And looking from the side of the Wolfgang Legion, their last pick will be, and let me say this, let me guess, it's gonna be an Oriana. Will it be an Oriana? Oh, it looks like an Oriana.
They need the
So
they need the mid lane anyway.
heads up, heads up. This guy is picking it one by one, so that's why I know what they're picking. Okay, guys, just heads up. This is a fearless draft, so these 10th champion cannot be picked in the next game. So give me one moment while I take a picture of it so that I could put it in the bans list later on. And yeah, so yeah, this is a very my brain is so freaking fogging. This is actually the first time we're using this system, and it's not a top tier system. It's more like I buy from China somewhere system. So it's very hard to use. But yeah, there you go. We have our first draft of the day. This is gonna be a best of three Kingsmen versus Wolfgang Legion. Here we go, here we go. So I'm seeing in the chat, need tournament Malaysia. Yep, correct. This is an Malaysian tournament. So, if you don't know, Malaysia actually doesn't ban imports, and Malaysia is also a combined region with Singapore and also a Brunei region. So,
Yep.
it will be a three regions
Yes.
all together. So let's head into the loading screen first. Let's hope that nothing is freaked up. Okay, correct. There you go. Nice. I can finally breathe now. I can finally breathe. Okay. So this is our first game of
Okay,
the
you can
day.
take a breather.
Yeah, I can take a breather. So this is a very, I personally would say that this is a very professional draft from Wolfgang Legion. That they have been trolling their drafts for the last three games for no reason, but this is more of their comfort picks. I guess we've never seen Zeswell play Oriana before, and but it's okay. It's never something hard. And yeah, Ravens picking Lucian here and there. So everyone seems to be playing on their comfort picks. So we hope that it keeps on like this. And yeah, there you go. Our first game of the day. Which one would you vote? I'm looking at the chats. Yeah, I'm reading the chat. So if you guys have anything to say, do say. I'm reading. So let me change one more thing, sir. Hey, welcome everyone. Welcome.
So yeah, on my own personal opinion now, I would definitely love to see with Phil over here winning his team. But yeah, the thing is they are sending Atrox to the jungle, so I'm not that I'm not that really keen because compared as Sinch and Atrox, I believe Atrox is more viable as a land bullier, so it will work better. But
Why
looking at
is
the top
Nami
side
is
over
so
there,
forward here? And Alexo has to run away. Flashes forward. Ravens
no,
gets the
no,
first blood. The side of L7 is going to be taken. Sorry, the new name. Kingsman is going to be taken first blood. Ravens doing very well in the bot lane here. And LXY was in actually a very weird position there. I have no idea why.
it's calculated. I
Oh,
mean,
it's
it's a
calculated.
high
Yeah,
risk, high reward play.
yeah, but yeah, so
Okay.
we're seeing a Jana and also a Nami pick here. So these are very emotion, very risky. There you got Fling, but luckily that Maja doesn't have more mana here. But yeah, from what we're seeing right now, L7 Kingsman side, Kingsman. I'm still used to that. So yeah, heads up. We gave them a window to change names. So L7 decided to go get back to their old name, which is the Kingsman. So yeah, Kingsman. Right now they also have a very very comfort draft. They still have their Jana here. They have their Aatrox, Aurora as well. So we've seen Snow Twinkle playing Ezreal before. So these are a very very comfort picks as well from the Kingsman side. And both sides being playing their comfort picks, we have to see who plays better here. And we know that WGL did kind of fucked up their game previously against Kingsman. So yeah, let's see how they properly play here. I guess properly, is that a word, or were they just diff? I have no idea.
I
Ooh,
think they are
dashes
just
forward and
trying
is gonna be
to.
taking another kill as well. Lucian takes another 2-0 for the Lucian in this early. Edgar is gonna have a very hard time to play this.
Yeah, this is what we have like to see because I think they might find a Krypton among the gameplay of Kingsman from the past experiences as well as head-to-head matchup. So I guess it might be that this solution is going to be the key towards Wolfgang winning the game. Let's see how far he can go and carry his team. But definitely love to say that Wolfgang's lineup is actually a little bit easier to execute. There you go, Darius.
Oh,
Get
jumps has to flash away.
top side.
Kingsman Musagi will hold with his death ender here. He's gonna ult with the Cataclysm. Oriana is
Oh,
still a bit too far and will just run away from that fight. Oriana doesn't have enough shield, doesn't have enough damage this early to help his own team, and that will be a 2-0 for the side of Kingsman. They finally get back into the game. I was just about to say that both jungler haven't done anything, but there you go. Musagi did very
yep.
well there. Rotated earlier than Zesuo just in time to help his team out.
I think it's not really miscommunication, but the power spike that Javan 4 has compared to Atrox, that is actually one limiting capacity for Wolfsgang to actually get that particular skirmish right. But then again, the arrival of Oriana doesn't really help. Oriana is need a little bit more time, need more power spike. So it's a kind of a like they are trying to force something to happen. Maybe they are trying to get whatever the effect and the influence that Lucian can get earlier from the 2 kills in the bot lane here. Maybe they are trying to get it going with the momentum riding on, but suddenly it's actually throwing them off a little bit off guard over there. So
Yeah,
maybe they need to be a little bit more patient.
yep,
Yep.
we're seeing Aatrox here pathing mid, making sure that his mid is staying just alive enough, but they might just meet each other here with this both jungler here trying to push forward, but yeah, both bot laners from the side of
This is good
Kingsman is
for
just not
Gang.
there.
This is better for Gang. At least they can get some, minion
Platings.
crashes over to the turrets and whatnot. So they are not going to be found out. All right, good, good retreat over there.
But like
Tactical
from what we're
retreat.
seeing right now, personally for me, I do feel like Wolfgang Legion should just keep on ganking bot, let the Lucian scale more and more into the game. He doesn't need to go top actually because Aatrox and Singe is sorry, Darius and Singe is going to be a very passive lane, so not much is going to happen. And looks like a fight in the bot lane here. Aatrox finally arrived for his team. XY will have to flash away. Can he survive though? Can the Arcane Shift? Can the True Shot Borrow hits? The True Shot Borrow hits. Now Cataclysm's on to 2, but where is the one diving under the turret and gonna take down the J4, and it's gonna be 2-0 again for the side of Kingsman, finally taking those fights that they need, and they're winning this.
No, they have been. Yeah, they actually died under their own set of turret. It's actually not one but two champions. That is even worse. I mean, like in terms of the momentum and also the motivation behind their gameplay, so that they can play on a much better mental state. It's actually dwindling now because you're trying to save yourself,
Oh, oh, mid
and there are
lane.
actually four of your team mid lane.
Zesso is going to get caught here. We'll have to flash away. Musagi
Oh
doing
nope.
crazy things here with this Aatrox, getting those ganks, getting those kills. 100% kill participation in this game. Will this Musagi be the one, be the kryptonite for the Wolfgang Legion?
It's a trucks.
It's Aatrox. Oh, I get it why you love Aatrox now. You know, I get it now. I get it now.
Nami is not a tank.
Nami's not a tank. I'm reading the chat as well. Nami's not a tank. So yeah, technically true. But they need J4 though. They need J4. They need to find a proper fight 5v5. They do have Oriana. Oriana does need to scale. They need to prioritize this Lucian because this Lucian is 2-0. Is 5k goal ahead from Ezreal, which is around 4k
Yep.
now. So yeah, they have to prior this Lucian.
Yeah, I mean, like they need to be a little bit more cautious with how they move. But yeah, that's the thing. I mean, like Ezreal, if you give a little bit more time and then at almost similar net worth level, they can actually match each other well. It depends. It's going to be very very dependent on their team as well. And then as you can see, Kingsman got a lot of things going on to give Ezreal time and then to give Ezreal some space to actually move and do his things during team fights. And now, do we will see
We will
another
see an engage
4v4 over
though.
here?
It's a sneaky,
No.
sneaky moment, but I don't think that's much gonna happen. And look at the top side, man. If the J4 and Aetros didn't came top side earlier, I personally believe that this would be at a very nothing lane where they both just farm up and then suddenly Darius just come running. But Darius without the ghost is actually a bit slower than what you usually used to. What I'm used to. I play bot lane, so what I'm used to is my top lane feeding and the Darius with a ghost just runs down you suddenly and then you're just gone. So Darius without a ghost, not that scary, but with TP, just making sure that everything stays safe. TP in this kind of game, in this kind of risk, is actually very important. How you get back into the lane, how you control the game, how do you control your lane. So everything is important. And taking teleport here, making sure that he doesn't, kind of messed up his own wave.
Well, we have this Southeast Asian kind of culture where we play mobile-based games. We are, yes, we are not that particular discipline in terms of
Oh, oh, oh.
gameplay. But then again, there's a
Oh,
team fight going on in the middle.
Singe is just locked on to his own Cataclysm. Now Aatrox will just fight the Darius head on, but has to flash away. Is that Darius making sure that he survives? Not gonna get his hemorrhage stacks though. That would be a question. Can they do something? The side of WGL doesn't have enough damage, doesn't have Rose Zesso here to help them out. They need to defend this top turret, they need to defend their mid turret, and the side of Kingsman won this fight. Can Zesso get there in time though? That is the question. Can this Lucian survive though? That is the question. Can this Lucian runs away from that fight? Aura jumps forward. True shot Barra is gonna hit the Lucian, but is gonna survive. No one's gonna be dead currently right now. Everyone, the side of Kingsman just runs away. They know that Zesso has enough damage to just bust them down, and that Darius gonna get the kill. One kill onto another. Will that Nope,
He's
nope,
died.
nope. Almost get another, but yeah, died in time, survive. Kingsman have to run away. Scrappy fights there from Kingsman.
I think Kingsman is trying to get something. They are trying to get at least one thing, and then they might not be able to
Ooh,
get the turret as well. So it's just a sudden.
Aatrox, we want to defend with the
Oh,
Death
nice.
Ender here. It's going to be taken down. This Lucian is just styling on the enemy with that Lucian. And can he take another kill down though? No. Ezreal having a very hard time. Your win con is this Lucian. Play around the Lucian. Play around this Oriana. That's when you start to win WGL. Do not just run without this Lucian, also Oriana with you if you want to fight.
This is our culture that I mentioned. We have this aggressive gameplay and taking aggression and fights beyond our capacity and our calculatively striking manner. When you try to play against people from other regions, they are tend to be a little bit more disciplined and very very calculative on their own power spike and ability to actually match team fights and ganking potential. But then again, this kind of a Southeast Asia culture makes us a very very kind of a wild card teams in a lot of region international tournaments. As you can see that a lot of our players just tend to Yeah, let's go and fight. Even though we are not winning, we still want to fight. We're still going to do this caveman and a lot of these skirmishes. Even though that we are actually trailing behind, but we still want to get the the hell fights
Just
ongoing.
stun the enemy. Why are you this aggressive when you're this behind? I guess that's the kind of way. Oh, Snow Twinkle getting killed again under
You
his own
see?
turret, but three members of the side of Kingsman's gonna
Ah,
catch him out. It's gonna be a shutdown. Lucian's gonna be no more. Can Oriana save his team though? Four members of Kingsman finally
no.
gonna avenge his own Lucian. 4-0 for the side of 0-4 for the Ezreal though, but three members of the side of WG are gonna be taken down.
That's the kind of blunder that will happen when we play using our culture. We just go and do this all high risk, high reward, flashy, very very flashy gameplay, trying to take whatever we can to actually secure a lot of these main objectives rather than the turrets and everything. But then again, yeah, if you try to compare our gameplay with other regions, a lot of time the other regions they are trying to force the 5v5 situation, and once you get one kill from the enemy team will definitely back off because they know that they can no longer win the fight with only 4 person. So they will go back and then the farms will start again. So that's why you see that the game, a lot of these gameplays in the professional or higher level, it tends to be a little bit more slower because they don't do this fight to the death kind of gameplay like what we see a lot in our
Oh,
Southeast
oh,
Asia
oh,
region
oh.
in
J4 jumps
countries.
forward and Snow Twinkle again going to be
Oh, nice
taken
catch.
down. J4 is going to target onto the Janna, but the Lucian, his own teammate, is going to be taken down as well. No ADs for both sides. Teleport's going to be used from the Darius. Kingsman Musagi finally arrived. Will he get his triple knockup? Oriana also arriving in this fight. Singe is just running around, letting the Toxic do his job, and just not much is going to be able to do. Kingsman Musagi is just wrecking and wrecking and wrecking the side of WGL over and over and over again.
The sustain, man, the sustain from Jaina and a lot of these life steals and everything, all of the passive ability, the procs and everything, like literally everything. Wolfgang side cannot keep up with all this sustainability by the Kingsman team, and then they are playing really really great on their strength and their advantage as well. As you can see that as yeah, we see that J4 just now has been able to lock down one champion from the Kingsman. Then what happened? They actually cannot even kill the trap or the lock champion, as well as not even his teammate is still over there, and then they are just fighting with a prolonged war of attrition. And then you know that when everything is on cooldown, so the team with greater sustainability definitely win. They have Singe, they have Atrox, they have Jenna, so it's not going to go well with Gang's kind of lineup. So I think what Kingsman is trying to do over here is they are trying to pull Wolfgang to fight in their territory. I mean in their strength. You're going to do this prolonged fight, given that your champion has a better burst, but not the damage or over time or damage per second. Ooh,
Ooh.
look at the damage under your own turret. I mean, like even your own turret is no longer your safe spot for Wolfgang. So this is definitely it must be frustrating for Lucian. He's trying his best to actually gain whatever momentum he has for the team, but
Yeah,
suddenly the whole macro play is not on Wolfgang's side.
yeah, but to be honest, throughout the whole fight, everything has been what Kingsman wants. Kingsman is the one engaging. Even though WGL engaged, J4 jumps forward. They're not prepared. They have Oriana on the side lane. Oriana is nowhere near the fight. They want to burst someone down, but they were not prepared for the side of Kingsman to just run them down with 5 person as a counter engage. So WGL needs to kind of make sure that Oriana is in their own team fights. So they're fighting, always fighting with 4. That's the only reason. Right now we're seeing, if we watch the items currently, so actually, how do I turn on the items? My brain is lagging. So give me one moment, yeah.
Yeah,
My one. Okay, there you go. Okay, so if we're looking at the items right now, Oriana is still 0, 1, and 5, even though it has assist. Why am I watching top? So camera fog. So yeah, look at the items. WGL is doing quite fine. Kingsman 4 and 0, Aatrox
yeah.
being 217 with double Hex Drinker is gonna finish up his his maw. So WGL more prepared. throughout the whole fight. And Musagi just jumps forward. Look at that. But can they have this damage though? They have Lucian, they have Orianna, but the LXY is gonna burst down. No more Nami, no more fish. And look at Musagi doing everything he can. Can he survive though? He's gonna be taken down. This is what the side of WGL wants. J4 gonna run away. Lucian still surviving, still full to HP. Orianna still surviving. Both damage dealer from the side of WGL survive. This is what they want. This is what they need. No Musagi is going to be a very huge problem for the side of Kingsman.
I like when you said it just now that everything is actually depends on Lucian. The Wolfgang's team is actually doubling down, forcing their economy towards Lucian. But then again, if Lucian is the only your strong point during the team fight, then it's going to be not so good for you. But as compared to what Ezreal over here is actually working on, he is just 354, but he is the more kind of a utility and then providing the so much needed damage for his team, but not necessarily being the main damage dealer. Everyone in Kingsman can do damage, and then they all can sustain as well. But then again, the way that they play it is they are using their best winning condition as much as possible compared to whatever Wolfsgang had. So Wolfsgang had a higher value for Oriana and Lucian, but sometimes one of them is absent during the team
Yeah,
fight.
again,
So
look at this.
it's going to
Darius
be
is not where.
somewhat lacking.
Yeah, Darius is again nowhere there. J4 gonna Cataclysm onto Maja alone. Why are you doing that? And the side of Lucian is gonna have to run away. Can he run away though? Musagi just chase him down. No one is protecting him. No one is gonna help him. Why are you protecting no one else? And Tidal Wave is going to be used. Aatrox is going to be taken down now. 4v4. Can Emotion get in the team fight though? That is the question. Again, no junglers for the side of Musagi. The side of Kingsman will just have to run away, reject their own Baron start.
Yeah, maybe they think that they lost Musagi. That is a very very big target on his back. But then again, they are still trying to force something else. They are lingering around, making sure that even though Wolfgang has only lost their Lucian, but I think Lucian is not just a Lucian. They are doubling down on him. So losing Lucian and also losing Musagi at the same time. So both of these teams does not dare to actually move on to get the biggest side objective over here, which is currently the Baron. But then again, they are trying their best to get whatever both of these teams can actually do. I'm surprised that Wolfgang's actually doing quite well given their state of condition where they keep on being dive under their own turret and then keep on dying to this movement by Aatrox and his team, and then the war of attrition. J4 with his ultimate not actually killing anything or anybody, but then again, here comes
J4 has to run away though. Look at Maja just chasing the Lucian down, but the Cataclysm on point to make sure that the Lucian stays alive. And this is what the side of WGL wants. They want to catch the engage from the side of Kingsman, and now they are going for flashes forward, gets the Musagi. Can they take down the Musagi? That is the question. Aurora's going to use his ultimate to make sure that nobody jumps forward. True shot Aurora's going to be called, but not going to hit anyone. But the side of WGL now looking for the Baron. Musagi still is going to be the target for the side of Jiang Legion. Can they take down this Musagi? Can they find this Musagi though?
He's trying to flank. The same time, Ezreal is moving on the other side so that he can actually do much better ultimate skill aiming over
Oh,
there.
there is jump forward. Emotion is gonna take down Snow Twinkle. Hammerroth is gonna make sure that he gets one, but Aatrox is one-man army now. Can he take everyone from the side of Kingsman down? That is the question. No, Wolfgang Legion gets another kill, gets the Baron now. Devil Luke, nowhere no Devil for you, and the Lucian still surviving. Where? Finally crying now, and Aurora not gonna survive anymore. The Zonya's not gonna help you anymore, and that will be a free Baron and also a Dragon, I believe, for the side of WGL.
Oh man, that WGL's pulling out from the engagement in the initial side where they actually kited Singe so hard
Yeah.
going towards their jungle. I mean, like, why is Maja is running like a headless chicken over there? But he's trying to capture someone. He's trying to capture
The Lucian for sure, yeah.
the most the most sort threatful target. But then again, it's bringing his team down.
Yeah, it's just unlucky because the Cataclysm was so on point that nobody from the side of Kingsman can go and help this Maja. It was at a choke point where the Cataclysm was just so perfect at that moment, and the side of WGL with an Elder, with a Baron now, will just try to push forward as much as they can. They are now in the driving seat.
that is actually one team fight changes
Oh, look
everything,
at the burst
and then
from the
now,
side of WGL.
oh,
Jana Monsoon not in time. Elder's gonna be taken away as well. The Jana and also the mid lane for the side of Kingsman gone. Mid lane turret gone. Top lane turret gone. And I don't think the base is gonna hold any more longer. Sinch again gone. And Aatrox one man army again. Can he take the whole side of WGL down alone? No. Cataclysm just to make sure that he doesn't survive anymore. And that will be our game number one. WGL takes down the
oh my
Kingsman.
god, the game has been really, really on the Kingsmen from the start until almost all the way to the end of the game. But then again, oh, that one team fight, that one cataclysm, that one ultimate skill, that one exact Maja moment blunder. I mean, like this is the kind of thing that's happening, that can happen, and then that is something that is really, really accidental and not intended for it to be. Musagi is trying his best to actually leverage the team fights over and over again. He's been doing this 1v4, 1v9, 1v10. He is trying to really, really fight even his own inner demon over there. But then again, it is not enough because suddenly, this J4, he has been there not being able to do anything other than using his ultimate skill, and then he's trying to do some crowd control here and there. Suddenly he's changed. He suddenly becomes a killing machine himself. He can kill Maja just now, at the by the end of the first blunder that has been made by Maja, and then he respawn and suddenly they meet in the mid lane. Suddenly this J4 can kill Sinch without any hassle. So I guess, yeah, I think it can be safe to say that it's a very, very nice comeback, and then it is something that's actually can happen if you being more patient to execute your gameplay, and then you're trying to do what your team does best, and then it really come to fruition in terms of Wolfgang.
Yep, correct, correct. And
Good
we will
job.
be taking a break for maybe a 3 minutes break. So make sure you guys stay back. This is a fearless draft, so all of these champions cannot be picked for the next game. So see you guys in the next 5 minutes.
From the depths, I rise in pain.
Welcome back. Welcome back. I just jump onto the wrong screen. I jumped to the wrong screen, so so it's my usual stuff, guys. Usual stuff. Sir A will know me from my usual blunders. So yeah, welcome back. So what happened just now, Sir A? Can you tell me what happened?
It's a blunder.
It's a
It's
blunder.
a blunder. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I think a lot of even our viewers agree it's actually a comeback, and then at the same time we can say that yeah, you should trust the process. I guess. Okay, okay. We accept that it's going to be trusting the process, but just like a game of chess, I mean, like, you can actually try, you can actually steamroll your opponent, but suddenly that one mistake, that is one mistake is okay, is fine, but if that mistake is a blunder, then that's it for you. So that's why um whatever we do, or whatever we try to play, we always try to make sure that we calculated our risk well. But again, that's that ultimate blocking the path, that is so much stars aligned. So I guess we cannot really dwell on the past, and then that is something like we can say that things, then shits that can happen during your game. So it will happen as well inside tournaments or professional level. So I know that there's a lot of these champions already banned out, and then it's looking really nice, so that we can see a mixture of other type of game plan. Maybe we can see something else now that attract is not over there. So even Aurora is already out, so uh, you can actually try to use something else, maybe like a virus over here. As we can see, that virus is quite popular in competitions, in
Yeah,
competitive play. So it's really nice to see
yeah,
new
the thing is
champions
about Varus is
coming.
he's always been that good, with the amount of CC, with the ability to just hybrid your damage. Wise, for example, you wanna go AD, you go AD. You wanna go attack speed, you go attack speed. You wanna go whatever. Technically, you could just go whatever. So, tank Varus even was a meta previously. So what is not a Varus now? That's the question. So yeah, Varus always a good pick, and they seems like going to pair this up with the Nautilus as well. So yeah, it's going to be a very solid bot lane CC combo here. If you get caught once, you're not gonna run away, man.
Well, anyway, you see that even from the a lot of
Ooh, the
professional
Rice pick.
players, influencer, they say the virus is great.
The Rice pick though, the Rice
Right? So
pick. We haven't seen Rice since forever. So what do you think about this Rice pick? Is it a comfort pick or yeah?
this is something like you can use as complementing a lot of sort of type of any gameplay, because um yeah, his ultimate is so good. I mean, like, even his land presence is very strong. So you want to play defensive, Rice can do that. You want to play aggressive, cutting back behind enemy lines, Rice can also do that. And then if you're trying to, just go into the driver's seat and then just steamroll your enemy slowly but surely, Rice is also the man of honor of this one. So um and this champion is a very versatile champion. So you can actually do a lot of utilities on him. You can make him do CC, a lot of CCs. You can enhance his CCs. That's good. And you can also do bursts with him. You can also do damage over time, as well as damage per second. So it's a kind of like taking um, a mixture that can actually help you to mix a lot of things well in. But then again, you have Varus. So Varus is in a very good state during the current meta, which is 6.2J. So this Varus will go really great no matter what Rice will do. If Rice trying to focus on damage, Varus can focus on CC. But if it's vice versa, then they can always complement each other. And yeah, like you mentioned about the hybrid kind of damage, it's actually just a one man's job in Kingsman to actually tank the damage from Varus. But then again, it's going to say that this Varus can have a lot of target, except for the part that he do need a lot of help compared to others, like Zaya over here can actually has more mobility, more functionality to work alone, to work with teams. So then again, um, Yeah, they need to babysit Varus really really good, and then if he's
Wait,
led to has his own game, then that's good.
is this a Nautilus jungle? Yeah, picking Karma here and also a Rise means that this is Nautilus jungle instead of a Rise support that we thought. But Karma and also a Varus bot lane is gonna help sustain the lane for the Milio and a Zayah lane. As you know, Zayah will always be a very, very scary early game champion. And fighting as Varus is also a very good. But yeah, both, I believe there's not gonna be any
Wait.
kills with the amount of shields that's happening in the bot lane. So yeah, there you go. The last pick. What do you think? Who is going to be picked here? It's going to be a jungle pick for sure. The Rumble might go into jungle though. So yeah, do you think? I personally think they need to engage. Actually, looking at the bans, interesting enough, on the side of Wolfgang Legion, is a Jax, Olaf, Viego, Volibear, and also in Hecarim. So it's literally a full Musagi ban. This is literally Musagi's lineup. Everything that you want a Musagi to play, not available to be picked. And also
Just
you
to
ban
get
out a
Musagi.
Yoni and also a Camille as well, just safety reasons. So Musagi is being pushed to pick a Shyvana here. So this fearless
Shivana is
draft.
great.
Yeah, this fearless draft is looking quite fine. I we're seeing new champions now, and who knows?
Yeah.
We might see Jin come out. We might see Neela come out. We might see who are the champions that we rarely see Timo come out. So yeah, call it a flex pick. Yeah, the flex. I to be honest, I forget that Nautilus can be flex pick. I've kind of had
Nautilus is always flex. I mean, like
yeah
Nautilus can go anywhere.
yeah
Obviously, it's
yeah
always
can
flex.
technically yeah let's if you put a Nautilus and a Yumi in the bot lane, Nautilus can be an ADC. So yeah, so I'm seeing in the chat. Let's go Naga Nora Danish. Let's go our favorite meme guy in the WhatsApp group now. So yeah, Nora Nandish is gonna be a very happy one here in the chat if he is in the chat. So yeah, make sure you guys watch. This is our first game of the day. Let's jump into the
Screenshot for
game
Danish.
number 2. Oh, hold up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me take a picture before I forget the draft. Okay, so now we're jumping on to the loading screen. This happens. This happens. Happens a lot. Why not go for Vi on a jungle good combo with Faru? Actually, true though. That is actually a very good question. Maybe they're holding it out.
But
Maybe they want to do something else.
but
So we never know. We never know.
Vi- Vice not needed here. I mean, like yes, she has that. She has that suplex to bring you to the enemy, but to your own team. But then again, that's the Vice value. I mean, that is her best value, and that is not what their team needs over here. I mean, like this is Ari. Come on, Ari can go. Ari can go to the front. She doesn't need anyone to bring anybody to her. But then again, Shivana is someone with a much better mobility compared to Vice. So I guess they can go together along with Rumble, and then I mean like along with along with that, all of them can go in together, dash into the enemies, and then just jump all over the place, and then do all the things. Except for yeah, definitely this mobility base is going to be really good on the side of a Kingsman. I think on the right side, yeah, it's a
Yep,
Kingsman.
correct. So as usual, I will do a lot of blunders, and look at now, I forgot to change the team name. So having a lot of things in my head. So yeah, let's watch this fight first before I change because we cannot see anything on screen if it's not for whatever's happening now. And actually, probably a dive in the top lane here. Will Maja be taken down though? No, Maja with enough shields is going to get the first blood. The Gwen is going to be gone here in the first few minutes of the game.
A little bit kind of underestimating the cooldown on Maja over there. I mean, like maybe she's saying something along the line that I can kill this guy before his shield is up again, but no, his shield is up first before that Gwen's last hit. But anyway, things can happen, and then Gwen is such a hard laner. I mean, like she is not the kind of a champion that can actually bully people. I mean, bully all other champions, especially when your enemy is actually a Rumble. Rumble is a little bit more tankier than you
Yeah.
are, and then more AP compared to AD. So it's really on the back foot towards the Gwen. So they need to be careful with their bad laner over here on the side of Wolfgang. But then again, They have Rice, which is quite a little bit far to the front.
Ooh, seems
Shyvana
like
is
they're
over
they
there.
want to push this turret down though. They want to push this. They want this dive. They have a Nautilus to tank this. They have a Karma to shield this up. Four-man dive into the bot lane. Flashes forward. And
Oh,
Milios, they're gonna be
nice.
taken down. Rice gets the second kill for the team. Stanking the turret though.
Nice.
Karma's gonna get the kill. Can the charm hit though? When just a
Oh,
bit too late to help his own team out. And look at
oh.
WGL finally doing stuff early game. This is impressive. This is not WGL. Who's playing? Hello.
They are still the same person. I mean, like, yeah, yeah. I think that is such a great move by Rice. He's just removed the turret aggro at the very very last minute while avoiding that charm and that op from Ari. That is such a very very clutch play over there.
Yep, and Maja doing whatever he can to just make sure that he stays in front. As this Gwen goes later into the game, you know what? Whoever knows Gwen knows that Gwen just snips you down in the late game. So Maja will have to do a lot in the early game to make sure that he has his item, he has his Infinity Orb and everything to just burst down the enemy team before this Gwen starts to get comfortable, grow into the game slow and steadily. So yeah, Maja doing doing quite well down in the top lane here, and looks like Musagi will try to find a gang though in the bot lane. Will he get spotted out though?
The time being, he's not. Yep, he's not yet spotted. But if he moves toward to the left side, then definitely there's a ward over there to actually see this movement. Okay, now that Ari is also over there, so I guess it's just signaling with gang to be a little bit more cautious. But take a look over there. They are trying to intercept the Kingsman move, but then again, maybe just yeah, maybe just not trying to push the line. Then they, and just like you said, maybe they're trying to have more of their champions to actually grow and then buy more items and have more levels, especially on the Gwen. But then again, it must be everyone.
Yeah.
The economical growth must be as good for the most prioritized champion.
Yep, and they do have a Rise also in the mid lane, so both of these scale so good that it's the amount of damage they just dish out in the late game is just absolutely nonsense. But yeah, looking that Emotion's gonna get targeted as well. Charm, Spirit Rush gonna
Oh,
be
Cham.
used here. Ultimate from SYFM gonna just knock the Ari up, but Ari is just gonna just Spirit Rush away, and that would be ultimate waste for the mid lane and also the jungle for the side of both teams. And yeah, I don't think there's much gonna happen yet with the disengage from both sides here.
Yeah, you can just waste that your ultimate skill given the situation that where you see um the skirmish and the fights will not happen. I mean, like rather than having Ari to actually be knocked up a little bit very very close to the jungle of Wolfsgang, which can lead to his death. So it's better to just spam that dash and run away. Um, anyway, it's not that long that kind of cooldown. So as you can see over here, Ari can actually make a move over here. Mango, Dango. So
Huh?
yeah, but yeah, no, maybe nothing will happen as well at the bottom side.
Yep, meanwhile in the top lane here, SYFM trying to lock down Maja here, and looks like Virus in a very tough spot here with LXY. Very tough call here. Will they flash away? They have to flash away. Karma up. Who flashes forward is the Zaya. Can he go aggressive enough? The ultimate change of corruption just enough, and Shyvana's gonna be taken down, snipped down by that Gwen, and the side of Doggang Jilin. Catch away. Featherstorm has to be used by Snow Twinkle. Flashes forward. Charm's not gonna hit. Ravens is just kiting back again and again, and Gwen finally gets the Zaya down. So Gwen double kill again. What is this? WGL just runs around, spins around, Kingsman just all over the place, and they don't know who to target in this fight.
I mean, like it's a little bit opposite compared to Wolfgang. This Gwen is actually sprinting and then know his target. He's actually running towards the squishies before aiming down the tankier, more tankier champions on the Kingsman. So, but I guess that's the perk, you know. I mean, like he's trying to salvage whatever the game, whatever his kind of condition that losing first blood over to Maja as well. But then again, he's trying his best to do his job, and then it's actually on the Wolfgang credit where they actually let this Gwen run free,
Ooh,
distract
SYFM just
the
jump
enemy, and
forwards,
at the
finds the
meantime,
Lucian. Featherstorm still not be used, still not available for the
nice.
Kingsman. Zaya here, can he survive though? Varus gets one, snips again. Emotion is very, very fat in the boundary, just jumps forward, just finds the back line again and again. And the side of WGL just runs straight forward. Featherstorm finally called by the Zaya. Can he Featherstorm enough? And gonna get one kill in reply. But Rosesso, I don't think Devalu can run away though here. He's gonna get stunned
Nice
up,
throw.
is gonna get killed, is gonna get cleaned away. So yeah, who got the first
Yep,
game? I'm seeing
yep.
questions. So WGL got the first game. So this is actually the second game. So if WGL wins, it will be a game for both teams. And Ari Spirit Rush forward. Will he use the charm though? Charm not gonna hit. Is gonna miss. But LXY in a very offside position. And
Because
how did he just run away from that is a question.
no more lockdown. I mean, like the charms use, and then that's it. Yeah. So I mean, like, yeah, Kingsman had the lineup that they might want, but then again, the execution wise is not yet there. I mean, compared to whatever Wolfgang's bringing over is much easier. So this emotion is doing a lot of the work for his team. He's just going havoc with this Gwen, but at the same time, Rice is not going to just let this Gwen steal the show. So as you can see, if it's not Gwen, it's going to be Rice. Now it's not Rice, it's Gwen again. So only these two is actually doing a lot of the damage from the side of Wolfgang. But if you're trying to actually shut down these two damage dealer, then you need to deal with Varus as well as Nautilus catch, which is I think kind of a lot of thing in the
Ooh.
mind of side on the side of Kingsman.
We want to find this Maja though. Emotion trying his best to just push this turret down, and looks like SYSFM just runs forward and just push Maja away, push
Oh,
the
they're
side of Kingsman away, and they just won this turret actually. So Realm Warp is going to use by Rice, bringing all 5 members. Ari not in this fight, hooks forward. Featherstorm has to be used. Ultimate equalizer by that, who's the name again? Rumble is going to be used as well, just to defend, just to make sure that nobody dies in that fight. And the side of Kingsman, with this Shyvana pick right now, as you guys know, Shyvana doesn't do well so late into the game. So if you're this behind in this moment with a Zesso and also with a Rise and also a Gwen being this online, is gonna be an issue. And looks like top lane, Zaya is just gonna go gone, and Ari is getting chased down by Emotion. Emotion popping the ghost, cleanse by Hue. Can he get the snip though? Can he get the last snip? Can he let the last out to attack? There you go, King Musagi trying to get a kill back for his own team. Will just have to run away again. And yeah, Kingsman, they have to find a way to go in. They have to find a catch. That's the thing. They have to find a catch with this Ari, with the Shyvana, with this Rumble. If you can burst either the Gwen or the Virus or the Rise, either one is gonna help you a lot more. So, but being they having this karma is gonna have a very huge issue trying to burst anyone down, and things are not looking good for Kingsman here. And Alex Weiss gonna try to lock someone down here.
They have a lot of damage issue. Who's going to do the damage? Ari need time. Zaya needs time.
Ooh.
Shivana is already not there.
Catching King
It boils
Musagi.
down to the game timing.
Yeah, he just gets pushed away but in his own jungle now, and Rice being splitting push in the top lane, 3 versus 5 actually here. The side of WGL has to be careful. Ultimate by Karma is gonna miss. Shyvana is gonna jump forward. Ari is gonna get caught here. Equalizer very nicely into the back line. Varus cannot go forward, but a kill onto the Nautilus is gonna make sure that the side Kingsman still stays alive, but the Rumble Rise finally gets into the fight. Can he burst everyone down though? Featherstorm, nope. Blade Caller just in time to make sure Alex White and also Rosesso did not manage to catch them up. And the mid lane fight is still going on. I believe Dragon's gonna spawn in 28 seconds. The side of Kingsman will want to find its fight. They don't have the jungler that they don't have their own jungler. They don't. Both junglers is actually gone. So yeah, how they do this? Can they just would they just kind of try to swap objectives here? But the side of WGL wants this Baron now, is trying to catch someone. The ultimate form Karma catches the Zaya, doesn't have Flight of Storm, has to flash away. Charms hits onto the Karma, and Rice now has to flash away, has to run away actually. And that's the catch. That's the catch that the Kingsman sides want. They need to catch these, they need to take these fights when either Zesso or the Emotion is not there. They need to just find these fights, you know, get the charm off, get the stun off by Blade Caller. So yeah, whatever you do, you need to find the fights one by one, not a 5v5 team fight. And Maja is going to be taken down in top lane. Shyvana out, popping. Make sure that the Rise trying to stay alive. Can he run away though?
Almost.
Rise going to be taken away as well. And that is going to be a trade kills. 2 for 1. And inside of Blue GL is just steamrolling now.
It should be the
Oh, this is the
how they
fight. This
play
is the
it.
fight.
Wait, wait.
Oh,
They still can take someone. That's so unfortunate on the side of Kingsman. I mean, yes, given the condition of the game, given the state of the game, Shyvana should actually try to do a lot of this suicidal attack, but aiming for the main threat of the enemy side, right? And Rise is just the right target. Either it's Rise or Virus is either, it must be either one of them so that Shyvana can go and take down together. So at least he know that a lot of time that he's not going to be performing. No, he's not going to tank well. He's not going to do damage well. He's not going to burst anyone
ooh,
well. So
ooh.
I guess that's always the way.
Equalizer is going to be
So I
popped by
guess
Maja, but just going to zone himself out, and another fight popping up in the jungle. Emotion is going to go just straight forward, just runs down with the snip, not going to do anything because the virus just has enough damage just to burst down the side of Kingsman, and I don't think the Realm Warp is just going to do anything much than just BMing, and there you go, Wolfgang Legion, flashing the Wolfgang Legion emotion there with a challenger emote here. Come on, man. Oh, can Desire do anything though? Almost.
no.
Oh, there's no minion though. Oh, never mind, there's minion, and I don't think the side of WGL can Kingsman can do anything, and that will be game number 2. Wolfgang Legion goes onto the next bracket, and Kingsman falls into the lower bracket.
I, we, yeah. No, this is not really just a blunder, but it's basically a lot of on the timing of the champion. So I guess with Wolfgang really on the dot towards how they can play with champions with the right timing. So emotion bites his time well, and then during that particular team fight, he has been running amok. Nobody is going to stop him, and then at the same time, Musagi is not able to do anything given the situation or the state of the game during that particular timing where the power spike of this champion is not hitting, or maybe he's the only one that is has the power spike but not his team, so it's basically just one person that needs to deal with 3 to 4 of the champions picked by Wolfgang, which has a lot of power during the early to mid game timing. So I guess Wolfgang won this hands down. This is the right game and the right way to actually plan and execute your draft.
Yep, correct. And we will go into our recess. Next game, we have Shadow Wyverns versus Macabre. So which one are you voting? Are you voting for Shadow Wyverns, or are you decide from the Foreign Legions, Macabre? So we will be seeing you guys when both teams are ready to go into game. So see you guys later. Don't go away and have some drink, or make some Maggie or cook some eggs or whatever. So see you guys later. Ciao. Okay, welcome back. Welcome back. That took us quite a while. That took us quite a while. So we are terribly sorry for the delays. A few of the players had some issues here and there. So yeah, we couldn't get on time. But as you guys are told in the chat, actually, the side of SWW gets a free win, and the first ban is gonna definitely be a bot to ban out the Noak Bard. So as this is the usual stuff, we know that how good Noak can play the Bard. So it's a ban for the Bard. So this is a our first game of the day, third game of the day, first game for this series. But the side of SWW gets a win for free because of the lateness of the side of MRE. So what do you think about that, Mister Surrey?
Yeah, the whole point is it's a kind of hard when we outplan some of the stuffs, right? So I guess it is not anybody or anything else to be blamed. It's just sometimes mishap can happen, and then but the rules rules is rules, so it mesh must go on. So we are quite lucky that we get to see SWW and MRE Macabre still get to duke out whatever they plan or whatever they have already set aside to put on the table during this particular mesh and series, and we're really looking forward for what they can bring us. So on the side of the bands, just now you mentioned Bart is typically still our S plus tier champion provided by Warrior Fire. So it's a kind of safe to say that if you do not know how to actually hard counter certain type of champion, so it's definitely worth it to just simply abandon it and then make sure that it is not brought into the particular mesh that we are trying. And yep. So I guess some of the things that is really pointed out, um, where we need to see some of the lineups that is planned by both teams, whether they can actually um, plan some sort of tactical movement or strategy, be it prolonging team fights or playing a very fast tempo kind of lineup. So it depends on depends on what they want to pick. It's going to dictate the bane. So now we can see that Oriana as well as J4 is the last of the two first phase bans by both team,
Yep.
and we are looking forward to see some picks, and there's a Viego.
Again, this Viego has been popping up here and there. If Hecarim is there, sorry, if Viego is there, Viego is gonna get picked. And I'm seeing chat, is Hecarim strong in this patch? I would say kinda, not that good, not that bad, but I would say it's in the lower side of the meta. Right now you're really opt for damage dealers in junglers like Viego. Lee Sin is also not in the meta currently, so Kha'Zix is good. There are a few, J4 and Vi is also good. The fact that you can deny the burst from those assassins. So yeah, um, it's on the meh side right nowadays, Hecarim. But the Hecarim ban is always a target ban for Harajuku Oni. If you see an Hecarim ban, if you see the bans, J4 ban, Shyvana ban, Bart ban, these are all target bans. Same as well for the side of Macabre's ban is an Aurora, Lissandra, and also an Oriana ban. It's a mid lane ban, but even though Ashen Shiro is not in the game, is not playing today currently, but still gonna get banned out, just out of respect for the teams, whatever it is. And yeah, there you go. Viego and so Brom gonna get picked for the side of Shadow Wyverns, and Macabre is gonna go with the Varus and also the Nautilus. I feel like we've seen this draft before.
uh, and yeah, we've seen this draft, and then that draft is actually a working draft, so it is a good draft. It's really
Yeah,
good.
it's
But yeah,
that's
we
how
get to
good the
see
draft is.
Lucian now. It is how
Again,
good it is. So you
but
see Lucian now, right? So this time Lucian is going to be paired with a Brom, maybe a little bit different as compared to before, where our Lucian is paired with a healer, enchanter. Now
fish.
we try to see with
Was it a fish?
yeah,
Oh,
it is
it is a fish. No,
it's
no, it is.
it's a mermaid, the mermaid.
Yeah, it's a mermaid. It's a mermaid.
It's a mermaid.
So the last pick for the side
Amira.
of Macabre is going to be a Xin Zhao, and we actually get to see both best ADC in this meta
Oh,
currently, which is Lucian and also the Varus here. So both of these ADC are
Varus.
so good in the meta. It's S plus tiers. So yeah, both ADCs gonna get picked here. So what are they gonna pick in the next game? If there is a next game, if the side of Macabre wins, we are gonna go into the game number 3. So yeah, they're picking all the best ADCs now.
Well, I can kind of agree on Varus, but on the Lucian, for the Lucian, it is not exactly the top tier, but it is still it's still type of champion that will definitely a reliable one when it comes out to when it comes to the quality or the current strength of that particular champion. So S and S plus is really agreeable for Lucian. And now this Lucian is receiving a protection from Brom. Hopefully that he can perform well against Varus, and maybe not we are not sure yet who is going to be the support from Macabre. But then again, we have seen that Hekarim itself is a little bit lower tier, around A to B tier. Means to say that this sort of champion can actually turns the
Change,
game
yeah,
around,
yep.
but it is a very niche pick.
It's
It's a
it's
very situational pick.
Yeah, you don't go into, there was one meta where every game Hackerim, if you pick Hackerim you win. So these are not the meta yet, not that meta currently. So yeah, and the
The
last
last couple
ban,
meta, right?
yep, no, it's actually like first few moments where Hackerim was released.
Release.
That time the Hackerim was
Ah,
just wrecking the whole place. So yeah, it was it was actually quite crazy.
it's a new champion syndrome.
Yeah, true. And
You want
looks
people
like
to buy that new champion, right? So
hey. So Riot, we need
they
more
go
new
for it.
champion, please. But please do not overbuff them the first few days. Make sure that they are balanced. It's always like that. It's always they either overbuff a champion or underbuff the champion. So yeah, it depends. It's so.
Hmm.
Riot doesn't seem to be able to like find a proper center spot to just. But Zillion was not good. Who was before Zillion? Do you remember who was before Zillion?
No, I don't remember.
But like there was one champion that was just like, ooh, it was like so perfect in the meta where yeah, everyone just seldomly picks it here and there. And yeah, even now, because of how unbroken and normal it is, I don't remember what champion is it. And looks like a Mordekaiser for the top lane here. The side of Shadow Wyvern's gonna opt for a 4-1 draft here. We're seeing this Brown, Ari, Diego, and Solution's gonna do a lot more team fighting where the Mordekaiser is just gonna take someone into the realm of Brazil. And yeah, the last pick for the side of MRE will be no other than the rogue assassin Akali. And there you go. This kind of draft,
Hmm.
the question will always be who is going to be altered by the Mordekaiser. If it were me, I would just literally out either the Camille or also the Zinzao. So you're less of a bruiser, but the risk of Mordekaiser dying to the Camille on Zinzao in his own realm orb is actually quite high. So take someone out of the game, take whoever is carrying the game, even take Varus if you can. If you can take Varus out of the game and just let your team wreck, because what your team has right now is enough CC, enough damage, enough survivability to just take a very proper fight if the enemy Macabre did not respect the ultimate from the Mordekaiser there. And there's not much you can do with an Mordekaiser ult if you get ult, besides then just pray that your team survives. So yeah, we're gonna go into our game number 2. Actually, Shadow Wyvern's already 1 point ahead. Macabre gonna have to do a lot more. They will have to find 2 points to go through this round, and we will be going
Consecutive
into
wins.
our match lobby. Loading screen. Yay! Let's go.
I think yeah, you need to change the team names yet again.
Again. Oh, nice call.
I think that just on the naked eye over here we can see that Macabre should has more damage over. I mean like they should hit their timing a little bit earlier compared to Shadow Wyvern, because yeah, Ari anytime, Lucian anytimes, even Viego I think I need quite some time. So this is in comparison to Akali. Camille, which and even Zinzao as well as Varus. Maybe Varus needs a little bit more time, but then again, Zinzao and Camille, Akali played right. They can actually steamroll from the early phase of the game. So these are the kind of champions that Shadow Ivan needs to be really, really wary of while they are trying to secure more farm, more power spike for their own set of champions. So I think that they need to play a little bit more passive compared to MRE. So MRE, I think it's quite safe to say they can do as much as aggression they wanted it to be because they are much more uh, damage dishes in the
Oop,
early
fight
phase.
in the jungle. The Brimstone is gonna hit. Cleanse has to be used by Locado. Varus in a very good position to just do the damage, and Akali might just get the first blood here. The side of MRE gets one, and they are one step ahead. Now with the first blood done, they are ready to take this to game number 3.
So it is just one kill. I mean, like it's a first blood.
Yeah, you kind of like you kind of literally just predicted that the Akali is gonna get the first blood, and there you go, the first blood done for the side of MRE. And looking at this Harajuku Oni, seems like he might just do a gank here. Charm's gonna head on to Torn here. Akali, oh, flashes away just in time, but flashes forward also. But Harajuku Oni just couldn't make the kill there, and is gonna get stunned by the Viego and the Akali. Oh, the Ari finally get to come to a kill there. Viego just in time to make sure that SWW does not fall back behind.
Actually, there is a academic study where researchers already try to guess predict whether a team wins based on first blood using League of Legends dataset. So I guess it does have a sort of impact where more teams that has that achieve first blood is actually more prone to winning. So
Yeah.
that's just some sharing what
Yeah.
academic articles said out there.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's quite fun
But
paper to read.
but still, it depends on the player though. You know, who knows? This Akali might just mess everything up, but just jump forward. Charm's gonna hit on to the Akali here. Kankage has to run away. Torn doing a lot of damage with the kill earlier. Nullifying Orb just in time. Spirit Rush forward, but I don't think he will get a kill. Will he just take this kill though? Will he just Spirit Rush forward? Trying to kill Kankage. He doesn't have Ignite. He doesn't have Flash. We'll have to stay safe. Kankage in need of help trying to get this fight there. In bot lane here, dive onto the two guys under his own turret, and Viego gets another kill. Low K is gonna get sacrificed, but Kankage in the mid lane is gonna get another trade of kills, and the camera did not do us justice.
Yeah, well, we cannot do justice given that there are two things simultaneously happening on the side of the map. But then again, it's good to see that Akali is still as strong as ever. But it's not that Ari is doing a lot of damage, but it's more towards Akali is a very squishy champion. So, given the squishiness of this ninja, the rock assassin, Kankage has been playing her very well to actually have a lot of counter kill. But a little bit surprising here that Viego is doing a lot of work for Shadow Ivan, despite the champion itself need a little bit more item, more
Ooh,
farm so
ooh,
that it
ooh,
can
ooh.
function really well.
Ooh, Xin Zhao just jumps forward, catches the Lucian, the ultimate form, the Nautilus. No, I'm gonna make sure that the Lucian stays on put. Braum, you are on the wrong side of the map, and Faith is gonna get taken down. This Akali is 3-0. The side of MRE just wants to get these kills over and over again, but the side of SWW is being sneaky here, but he's gonna get spotted by the ward though.
It is already very much spotted, but then again,
Ooh, Hextech
both
ultimatum by the Camille. Who's gonna make sure that he takes one kill with him. Akira will not survive though. I think Akali is gonna be taking the Viego down, and that is Bunny surviving the 3-man onslaught, getting one kill for herself, making sure that another trade kill. Akali jumps forward, is gonna get charmed though. Can Ton survive this though? Akali, perfect execution, perfectly executes the kill. And there you go, Akali being 5-0 now. The side of SWW will have to be careful. Ultimate by the Mordekaiser flashes forward, and I don't think Kankage is gonna survive the Brazil here. The Brazil shuts down the Rogue Assassin, and that would be a very important kill for that Namia.
that is assassin against the Bruiser, so definitely the Bruiser win out in the long term. But then again, this Camille has been doing a lot of work surviving, not surviving, but trying to get whatever he can from the 3-man gang earlier. But then again, um, more work needs to be done. As you can see over here, the fight between these two is it's going somewhere, but it takes so much time. Here comes Izal.
Yep, and Harajuku Oni, I believe there's not much that Namiya can do. Hexac Ultimatum available for Kale if he wants to do it, for the Camille if he want to use it, but I don't think Namiya is going to survive for another day, and that will finally be taken down. The raid boss Namiya finally gone for the mat again.
This is Izal. I mean, like he can crowd control. He has that damage. He has that mobility. So definitely a champion that is really reliable for the side of MRE for the time being, but need more space. I mean, they need more impact in terms of the kill and also the
Oh,
things
meanwhile, in the bot lane, Change of Corruption hasn't been used, though. Hook's gonna hit 3 versus 3 here. Glacier Fisher is gonna be used by that Braum, and I don't think Braum's gonna survive for another moment. Knock up onto knock up onto knock up. Nautilus just flashes forward, make sure that Viego doesn't stay alive for another day. But the Lucian is gonna be taken now. So a Hexac Ultimate are gonna make sure that Torn doesn't run away. Just Spirit Rush here and there, and both teams top lane are here. 2 versus 2 left. Can Akali style onto them? Can the Camille get the fight onto the whole team? And both teams are barely surviving. Torn on the last hit of his Cylinder of Hell. Namiya is going to be perfectly executed by Kankage. And Kankage gets another one, just jumps into the minion and stays safe for another day. And Kankage is really roguing the enemy, is really styling on the enemy. And Bunny? Bunny.
there is high risk but very low reward. But
Yep, and Dragon's gonna spawn now. Lucian's gonna get caught. Lucian's gonna get burst. Lucian's gonna be taken away from the map, and Braum's gonna be the next target. Can this Braum survive? And I don't think the shields, the door, the on door can do anything for you, and that will be MRE taking the Dragon instead of SWW. A bit overstay by the side of SWW. Lucian will have to do really well here because you're being very behind now, being 5-1 here, and try not to get hooked by that Nuak is very important.
but then again, if it's not him getting hooked, there is always another person is going to be hooked anyway, and
There's always gonna be another person, yeah?
that chain of CC. Yes, and that can actually start a disaster on its own. So pretty much that on the side of Shadow Wyvern, they need to maybe they can try to
Ooh,
force
Charm's not gonna hit. Torn has to Spirit Rush away. Zinzao will have to pop his ult to make sure that he survives. And Rift Harrow is gonna got called here and just gonna knock the turret down. Not yet, actually. Charm's gonna hit onto Nuak. But the hook also connects. Rooted is the RE, but Hexac Ultimatum gonna make sure that Namiya doesn't. Oh, it's not Namiya. Viego's not gonna run away. And 3 member for the side of SW under their own turret. Akali just jumped forward. Persac actually shooting out, but not gonna survive. But the Varus gets a double kill, and the side of MRE again styling. This is what they do best, style on the dead enemies.
styling on the enemies or styling on the enemies until they are dying. So, I mean it works both ways anyway. And as you can see that Ari has been very she needs to land those charms, otherwise it's going to be hell and back for Shadow Wyvern. And Shadow Wyvern needs a little bit more time. I think they are just trying to reach out there, the power spike that his team needed, and then but still Lucian Games has been really devastated. As you can see, the net worth comparison between the two ADCs of both teams, it's so far ahead when it comes to Varus. So this goes to show how much the game is in control by the
Yeah.
side of Macabre. Not to mention even Zinzao is so much far ahead compared to Viego.
Oh, and the Camille is just gonna make sure that no one gets killed. And Nuak here trying to support his own top lane, and Hook's not gonna hit. And side of ZW will have to do something with this Lucian being so far behind. They again will have to find those catches. We'll have to find those charms. If it hits, like you say, it's gonna help the side of SRW in doing the comeback here. But you know, the issue will always be the Akali, the Zinzao here. The Zinzao has been always being very on point wherever he goes. You know, wherever he goes, kills secured. And Torn will have to Spirit Rush away, will not survive if he gets perfectly executed there. And the side of SWW really wants to fight this, really want to find a fight. Can they find a fight though? Can they find a push? That's the question. They just want to make sure that the pressure keeps on going here.
Well, they can actually wait. I mean, there's no rushing it for Shadow Wyvern. They should try to be a bit more passive. But it's not too passive, but maybe a kind of a passive with good aggression. They need to counterattack whenever Macabre is bringing the fight. But make sure that the fight is in your turf. Make sure the fight is in your best condition. Right now, a lot of time on the side of Shadow Wyvern, there are lacking number of people. Mordekaiser is sometimes is not there, and some of the time Viego is the one that is a little bit too far ahead. And sometimes it's Ari alone, all alone, and then not having enough DPS on the side of Shadow Wyvern. So that charm basically is just a charm.
Yep, and the side
Otherwise,
of
it's not really
SW
good.
doing quite nicely here, making sure there's no fight. But looking at the top lane here, they really want this turret. Camille's gonna take down the Namia here, and there you go. I was just about to say that nobody was fighting, everything was doing well for SWW for once, and then, yep. Oh, jumps forward, low case, gonna get targeted here. Will not have enough time to ult
It's
Harajuku,
a
only a
blunder.
bit missed right there. That's a blunder, correct. Low case still surviving in the back line. Barber is gonna be taken down by this Viego, and this is all not what you want to do, Mr. SWW, and MRE is gone. Oh, sorry, this is not what you want to do. MRE and SWW finally gets the opening to get a comeback here.
And this is the kind of thing that happened in the earlier game. It's a comeback, but then again, it's not yet there, not yet for this game. So they still need more wins.
Yeah.
It's 40,000 compared to 44,000 in terms of call net worth.
I'll be honest with you, what the mistake that MRE did now is splitting the Akali. The Akali was so good at styling the enemy. Right now, they are on goal, par on goal. And Camille, Hexac Ultimatum, can he do anything though? No, Lucian's gonna take the Baron, the Dragon away, flashes forward, Nautilus trying to find something. The Viego is gonna take down the Camille here. Lucian's gonna be taken down. Meanwhile, Varus is still auto-attacking freely in the backside. And even though MRE lost the last fight, but there's not much they can do because that is the Akali finally styling again. With this Akali, they can win. Without this Akali, they can't do anything because you need that disturbance that the Akali gives. The Akali jumps into the backline and there's not much you can do. And finally, Thorn doing something. Spirit Rush Charm and hits onto the MRE ADC. And the MRE ADC, even though with a cleanse, not enough time, you're gonna be taken down.
Now that's is another blunder. I mean, like it's an offside from side of MRE. They cannot just simply let their champions to fall down like flies all over the map, being solo here and there. So that itself is actually a way for you to create more mistakes and then create a full set of a blunder. But then again, um, this Akali has been doing such a good job. She's disturbing the backline, trying to reaching out the backline, while at the same time is really releasing a lot of damage and burst for the best of MRE's interest. And then Shadow Ivan, they are trying their best to actually react to whatever there is MRE bringing towards them. It's a it's a good play, given that you can try to actually really defend your team well. Because there is a lot of jumpers on the side of MRE, but I don't think that Akali will jump above the inhibitor turret. So that is maybe a little bit more a disruptive way that needs to be found by Shadow Wyvern in order to stop this Akali from playing
Oh, 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 oh.
such a good flanker but not punish.
Oh. Ultimate used by that Varus, and also the Nautilus is gonna catch the Braum here, but that will be just a straight up wasting ult here, and Varus gonna be target, flashes forward, Varus finally taken down by the Lucian. Charm's gonna hit onto the support, and that is not what MRE wanna do. They finally don't know what to do when the side of SWW just slows the pace down, slows the game down. MRE just look lost, they don't know what to do, they don't know where to fight. It's just
But
very,
don't know where to fight.
yeah, they can't find the fights, they were like so in a very good spot, and that just pushes them in a very they're forcing too much that last fight, so it's a huge mistake by them actually.
Now the fight is brought to them in the middle side of the. Let's see whether MRE
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
can do
Oh,
something. Oh, Akali.
if Akali hits that Shuriken though with the ultimate as well, I think he could just kill that Viego, and with the Viego dead, you can go straight to, pushing the base or anything. Viego dealing a lot of damage now. You have to respect the Viego and also the Ari's charm, and even though the Lucian was pretty back behind, he's finally starting to catch up from 3k gold diff, now finally about 2k.
that evolution is going to be very very dangerous now. I mean, like the goal is already
Oh,
very very
Nautilus gonna get caught here. Glacier Fisher gonna use by the Broms. Is gonna take down Varus, the last person surviving. Can he? Why is nobody killing? Oh, was that the Mordekaiser ult? Yeah, that was the Mordekaiser ult. That actually confused me the heck out. Xin Zhao trying to find a engage though, but I don't think the Xin Zhao can do anything much. And it's gonna get stunned. It has to flash away. Zonya's gonna make sure that you don't survive for another more second actually. And yeah, Camille gonna try to do something, kind of kill Namimi here. Namimi is gonna get killed as well by Bunny. And the side of this game is just all over the place, man. All over the place.
it's very chaotic given that MRE
Yeah.
is trying to push a lot of things that is not pushable, but then again, on the side of Shadow Viper,
Ooh,
they
ooh,
on
Charms
some
hits.
mistake, and then suddenly they're doing great. So this is, oh, this kind of sunshine.
Why? Just
It's too
why?
much.
Yeah,
It's too
it's
much.
just too forced. What the main damage dealer from the side of SWW is this Ari and Viego. You know that Lucian is useless throughout the early game. So why are you fighting the main damage dealer here? You're not supposed to do Akali, even though you're this good. But look at the goal. You are finally behind now comparing to the Ari. And you know the side of MRE was just so good early game, and then mid game they're just gone. They don't know what to do, and SWW finally stepping back into the game, coming back into the game, and there you go. You
Yeah,
have what we have
yeah, they
now.
are convincingly getting back into the game. So I mean, the goal gap previously from almost 10,000, it lowers down to 7,000, finally 5,000, and now it's even that close. It's just 2,000 away. So it goes to show that Shadow Wyvern is already reaching gear time. You can say that MRE Macabre is kinda like throwing, but it's about the timing. Now that the item, the gold is already there for the side of Shadow Wyvern, it's just a matter of
Ooh.
time before the champion can stand toe to toe.
Oh, Kankage trying to kill Namimi here. Namimi on the last stand of his health. 4-person Namiya will not survive again. That is too much damage. 4-person, you don't gonna do much. And 4 members of the side of MRE is gonna get caught first down. Is that Nautilus? Varus gonna be the second one targeted. Viego gets the Varus here. They just jumps forward. Charm hits onto the MRE. Only Zonya's not gonna survive. What the hell, camera? Why did you pan to the minion? But yeah, there you go. Another kill for the side of MRE. That was not me, okay? That was just the camera being weird.
The camera is doing blunder again. Yeah. Now that the inhibited turret of MR, I mean, nobody expect this to happen. Maybe 5 to 10 minutes ago, but it happens now. So we can safely say that Shadow Wyvern is able to utilize their advantage given the right timing. So
Ye-
it's all about the timing.
yep, and
This is
that
another match fixing. I can say it's almost
yeah,
looks like it.
yeah, it's I don't know what happened for the side of MRE. MRE was just so far ahead, but there was one moment where everyone just turned off their brain. If you realize, when they sent Kankage to the side lane, that's the whole mistake. You know, you know that SWW will not try to fight Kankage, and Kankage was not doing anything in the side lane. We're just pushing so slow. It's you have your
Yes.
main damage dealer. This Kankage was like, I don't know, 5-0, was it 6-0? And then you push him out. You literally don't have a damage dealer. What was that? That was so bad in the mid game, pushing your own main damage dealer. You can push this Camille out. You can push Zenzao can also do split pushing. What you need to do was keep on fighting. You gave the time for SWW to breathe. They take a breath, and suddenly you're gone. You're just gone. Everything correct. If you guys are saying throw in the chat, it's actually correct. So MRE, wrong step, wrong strategy, and that will be SWW going forward, and we'll be facing
Yep.
WGL next week in our in our semi-finals upper bracket. So tomorrow we will see MRE play again. We will see Kingsman play again. They will be fighting our lower bracket lower bracket teams, which is the new team, the previously Penguin Parade, now changed to Dark Stallion, if I'm not mistaken, DS, and also another team, which is our team from Brunei, Panamic. So there's nothing else to say. See you guys tomorrow, inshallah. So, Assalamualaikum
Yep.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sir A, thank you so much. Do you have anything to say?
Most welcome. No,
Most
I want to
welcome.
wish everyone a very good. But then again, GG WP.
All right.
Great